Hi, hello, what's up, bosses? I hope you all are doing well and that your hustles are thriving. Now, welcome to another video of Tell and Sell with Naomi. If you're new here, welcome, you have arrived. This is the best place to learn how to grow your business using digital marketing skills. Now, if you feel like this is a place where you could get value, go right ahead and consider subscribing. And hit the notification bell button so that you can be notified every time I upload a new video. Now, if you've already subscribed, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And let's continue sharing these videos so we can grow together and we can, continue to learn and grow our businesses together. All right. Now, let's get started with today's video. As the title suggests, today I'm going to be talking about, actually the whole of this month, I'm going to be talking about influencer marketing. But today, I want us to start with thinking about what you need to consider when you're picking an influencer for a campaign for your business. Now, influencer marketing is a very interesting topic because most people are always asking questions like, does it really give you ROI? Does it really, boost your business in the ways that you want it to? And does it really work? So these are questions that I'm going to be answering. We're going to be talking more and getting even deeper when it comes to influencer marketing and help you understand how it can help your business. Now, what is influencer marketing? Influencer marketing is when content creators and people with specific authority and have quite a large following on social media collaborate with brands to increase brand awareness, to spread the brand message through these content creators platforms and reach their target audience. Now, have you ever found yourself buying something just because you saw someone you really like to watch online using it or reviewing it? Well, I know I'm guilty of that, and I know I'm not alone. And that is the power of influencer marketing, because it turns out that people trust people, but most people do not trust brands necessarily. But when you see somebody else use a product from a specific brand and it works and they feel like, they give you a very good in-depth review, feel like you also want to try it out. And that is how influencer marketing works. If you're a business owner or a marketer, now you're thinking, Naomi, where do we start with influencer marketing for businesses or for brands? Because I know most people have been wanting to use influencers for their brands but don't know where to start. Now that's why I'm here today. What you need to do first, and this is detrimental to your influencer marketing campaign. You have to pick the right influencer for your brand. What do I mean? And where do you even start when it comes to picking the right influencer for you? The first thing you need to consider is, does the content creator or influencer's lifestyle fit my brand image? Now, this is a person that you want to work with. This is a person that you want to represent your brand. This is a person that you want to carry your brand image and messaging. So you need to understand what it is that they do, what it is that their niche is, because I understand there are various lifestyle categories. And this could be food and beverage, it could be travel, it could be beauty and fashion, and all those other categories that are there. So you need to understand which influencer has a following that is identical to your target audience. This could be the very reason why your influencer marketing campaign does well or flops. So it's very important that you get a good fit, a good match. And the second thing that you need to consider is, have they worked with any of my competitors, or are they experiencing a sponsorship saturation? Because you can go to a person's or a content creator's page and look at the posts and find out that every other post is a paid sponsorship with a brand. Now, these kinds of content creators do stretch themselves so thin, creating content for so many brands at the same time, and you might not be able to get the correct or the expected return on your investment. So please check if they have worked with a competitor of yours, or if their page has a sponsorship saturation. The third thing that you're going to consider is, does it make sense for your budget to work with a specific influencers? Now, I understand, because I've worked with influencers before, I understand that they come with quite a large budget, most of them. And I'm going to be talking about this on my Instagram. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, go right ahead and do so. I will leave a link on my on the description box below when you're thinking about the kind of influencer that you're going to work with. Now, is it a micro influencer? Is it a macro influencer? Is it a celebrity influencer? You have to think about these things because they all come with different rates, and it's for a specific reason depending on how big the audiences are or how influential they are. Okay, so think about this, think about your budget, and make sure you get the best or the most out of your budget. Who is this content creator or influencer's current audience? Now, this you can get from analytics and also checking out who and what kind of people engage with their posts. This is quite interesting because if you get your audience wrong, you're most likely not to get the correct ROI or the expected ROI from your influencer marketing campaign. So make sure you understand who their current audience is. And what I say when I say current audience, I mean you have to know who they're talking to in that moment, because these content creators' content keep changing, and some followers are going to leave and others are going to come on. So you need to understand what kind of content they're creating at that point and who it is being created for. The fourth thing that you need to consider is, has this influencer or content creator interacted with my product before? Now, I understand that some brands just send PR packages to content creators and influencers so that they can, kind of like get to use them, and maybe if they like them, review them on their platforms for free without necessarily getting any compensation. Now, this is a great way to test who is the best influencer for your brand. I would advise brands to send PR packages to various influencers, and see who is going to cover your product the best, and kind of like, it's like an interview of sorts. Kind of like get to see who will give you the best content out of the product that you send them, and then from there you can be able to understand and know who will be the best person to partner with for an influencer marketing campaign. Last but not least, you have to understand the influencer's expectations from your brand. Now, this is what causes a lot of friction between brands and influencers, when brands expect way too much and the influencers do the best they could, if I should say so, and the brand feels like it wasn't enough. So it's good to always have that clear. If you're an influencer, make it very, very clear what you're promising to deliver to the brand. And if you're a brand, make sure you want to know, you ask, if this influencer doesn't give you any promises, ask, what is my brand going to gain from this partnership? Okay, this is what we want. These are the KPIs that we want to hit through this influencer marketing campaign. But what do you want from us? What are your expectations from us as a brand? Now, understanding what each party is bringing to the table is very important when you're thinking about starting your influencer marketing campaign. Now, let's summarize. The first thing you need to know is, who are your audience and who are you targeting? What are your audience's interests, and who are the kind of people that they're most likely to be consuming content from, so that you can be able to know what influencer or which content creator you're going to go with. And when it comes to the influencer, make sure you do your research. Make sure you go right ahead and evaluate each and every aspect of your influencers or content creators' presence online. Go right ahead and check out how many followers they have, what kind of content they create, and what kind of engagement they get, because it's very important. You could have a person who has a million followers but really doesn't get any engagement, or have someone who has such nice content and such a good engagement but don't really have that big of a following. It's up to you to decide what it is that you really want from this influencer marketing campaign. So by knowing your influencer and understanding who they are and how they operate online, you can be able to know if they're going to be a fit for your brand. Check out how authentic they are online, because we have a lot of people online who claim to have a large following, but when you go check it out, they actually bought followers. And this means that you will not get any return on your investment if you work with these people. So try your best to establish if they're an authentic account, if they have authentic posts, and if they project a life that would be relatable to your target audience. Now, authenticity is very important because when you are working with an influencer, you ride on authenticity, because if they're not authentic, it's going to affect how their audiences interact with the content that they create for your brand. The things that you need to really look at is which niche they are in, so that you can be able to, get the correct fit for your brand, and also look into who they are as people. Okay, so that you can be able to have an easier working experience with them. And that, my dear bosses, marks the end of today's video. I hope you have learned something, and if you found this video helpful, go right ahead and give it a thumbs up. For those who haven't subscribed, please go right ahead and do so. It's really going to help us grow and reach more people and help more people build their brands. So what else? Follow me on Instagram so that we can be able to talk more about these things. I'm going to be doing a mini series as well for influencer marketing on my Instagram posts. I'm gonna leave the link on the description box. And thank you so much for those who have supported this channel so far. I'm really grateful. Until next time, keep winning, bosses.